There he's going. I'm feeling a bit flat with the Rona, but I'll get into this thing. Got to pull the 265 out of that and stick it in motor. So yeah, I'll get on into it. So here we are. It's the old 265. I don't know if you can see down the bottom there. Got a Davies Craig pump. And I got inside the car there's a controller, Davies Craig fan and pump, and the controller that keeps it all going. It's actually really good. Love it. Yeah, I mean, two kits you can see. This started off as my purge solenoid, and then yeah, I guess I got greedy, turned into a second kit and just purge it through the motor. Yeah, so this will come out and this will be the test motor, or it'll continue as a test motor, but it'll just be in a different vehicle. And build the Turbo 318 for this, and whenever I feel like using a Hemi 6 I'll drive motor, and whenever I feel like V8 stuff I'll drive the snot block. So yeah, I'll keep pulling it apart. Here's something interesting. That's the effect of E85 on powder coating. So yeah, it's probably not going to get reused. But yeah, I mean, that's your normal nitrous plate. It's just a plain old NOS. But yeah, that is probably not going to get reused. Bit of progress. There's a little Davies Craig pump down there. Pulls cool water from the bottom of the radiator, feeds it in and cools the chambers first. So, reverse flow cooling system. It's supposed to. The idea is that it cools down the chambers so that the incoming fuel and air charge doesn't have to, and then you can go down in jet size and get the same power. I don't have a back-to-back to prove it, so it was just something I tried. Well, we got a bit of progress. Slow progress. Feeling pretty tired with the Rona. Yeah, COVID's got me a bit tired, but I mean, at least I'm not too congested. I'm not, not aching or whatever, so don't have too many symptoms. But yeah, starting to make some headway. So here's another thing, bit of an interesting one that I've had to do. The gear shifter used to just pull out. I think it's pretty common with these single rail 4-speeds. So I made up a menagerie that goes over the top out of steel plate, and screwed it all together. Yeah. I mean, it works. That's the main thing, it works. Just wanted to film this. It's a nice colour of fluid coming out of the transmission. It's good. Oh, that's not much good. Can't see much of that. How about that? Little bit of metal. Very small amount of metal. So this is my little contraption. But means that the gear stick doesn't come out. Engine's out. That looks good. Powder coated K-frame still looks good. Bit dirty. Give it a clean up. Should be right. There's a bit of paint came off there when I got a spill. The E85 just spilled, and I was like, oh, whoopsie. I don't know if I'll clean it, paint it while the engine's out. Or maybe I'll just leave it. Not sure if I care. But the paint's only enamel, so it doesn't take much to wipe the paint off. So here we are. This is the old $100 scorcher. eBay, love it. Nothing much on that side. It's the old 265 anyway. Should be good. Throw it in here next. Bit of fun. So here's my old 265. Just wanted to whip off one main just to see the condition of it. And look at that, mate. 20-year-old King engine bearings. Bit of a... well, still looks pretty good to me. Huh. 20 years of beating this thing like a red-haired stepchild. Oh no. Bearings are still good. Unbelievable. But yes, Royal Master timing chain, you probably can't see it. Mirabito pump brace and a Hemi performance pump. Yeah, it's a Crow Cam 6619. I believe it's a custom grind. I got it second hand. But that's us. Better torque that cap down and put the pan back on. Obviously nice and warm here, but here's motor lined up to the endless chain. Here's the snot block. You know, motor's out. The old 265, mucking around with that. Yeah, start to pull this thing out. Ooh, that's a bit bright. But yeah, she's pretty cool here. Not real warm, and I feel like I'm over the COVID, but it's only been 5 days. I think it's been. No, it's only been 3-4 days, but yeah, I had a couple of days on the couch with it, just no energy, and then other than that, I've been fine. Haven't really had any mild flu, you know. Feels like a throat, like a cold where you've got a sore throat, that's all. And a bit, yeah, lacking energy, but other than that, just a bit of a waste of time for a couple of days, that's all. It's 2 days on the couch, could have been 2 days in the shed. Anyway, spewing about that, but, you know, these things happen. Right, I'll get into it and shut up and get into it. Progress. Bye-bye. So here we are, got the truck pan off the truck motor. We'll quickly take the pickup off and then swap the car pickup and pan back onto it. This is the old truck motor. It's where have we got? So interesting. D6 means it's a truck motor, so it's bona fide, guaranteed it's a truck motor. But I don't know if you can see. No, you can't see nothing. But small beam conrods, not the big truck heavy duty conrods. So strange one, but whatever. Yeah, muck around with this. Keep into it. Acceleration baffled in the making. Starting to look good. Starting to take shape. Pretty happy. Righto. So that's good. I've marked from the pan rail down to here is 5 inches, and that's the depth if you measure from the pan rail to the full point on the dipstick on the engine. So that's the static oil level in the pan. I've marked it over here as well, but yeah, you can see it. And I made a template so I know where the oil pickup tube comes through. So I'll weld this in and then cut that out, clean it up and test fit it. Yeah. That's the pan. That's the plan for the pan. Weld it in. So clean things up a bit, cut the slot for the pickup, and so yeah, there's our mark. It's 5 inches down. Same on the other side. So this is a 1/4 inch above the oil line, but that's the static oil line. So once the engine's running, the oil will drop. But that's kind of where that's a good starting point, you know. So yeah, it's slightly raked downhill, so the oil dribbles back to the pan, drains back to the pan pretty nicely. I think I'm only really doing this because I'm gonna drag race it. So 6 6 litres of oil is going to end up back there if I yeah, if I don't put something in there to stop it. So yeah. Well, I test fitted it. Fits perfect, no drama at all. And yeah, so now one last clean out and blow out. Put a gasket on this thing, slap it together. Well, there it is. Came out of that thing, and we dropped it in this thing. It's a few things have still got to come off it. That breather system, maybe or maybe not coming off, but that alternator's internal reg, and as you can see, there's an RE55 up on the firewall, so that's got to be changed. Major thing with these is the extractors you get for trucks are rubbish. They got tiny little pipes, and so I'm not sure if I modify those ones to suit a truck. It would have to split. Where is it? Come on. It would have to split. The collectors would have to go one above and one below the cross member there. So might be too much of a pain in the ass. And my friend Sean does have cheap eBay turbos, so don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes. Weigh up my options. Yeah, so she's in. I'll decide what I'm going to do with the exhaust, and I suppose the exhaust will be the next video. Yeah. And say g'day in the comments, won't you? I'm sick of talking to myself. No one's commenting. Actually, I'm doing this to interact with me mates, and no one's talking to me, so talk to me in the comments, will you? Ta.